What's going on, man? It's Chatway, man. So, North Carolina, as y'all should know, man, the day after, man, North Carolina dropped an embarrassing, a tough loss. Embarrassing, just pathetic in every way possible. Loss to Virginia, 44-41. Offensively, man, we was awesome. I'm gonna give all the good points. What we had. Offensively, man, we did good. I mean, offensively, Sam Howell don't have the stats with me, but what I think, I mean, pretty much what I believe was 28 out of 23, over 400 yards, 4 touchdowns. I mean, that was just outstanding. You know, the only critique I have for Sam Howell, man, is he hold the ball a little too much. You know, sometimes I think he try to go after the big plays, and sometimes, man, I've been saying this, and I'm gonna continue to say this, and Mac Brown and everybody else been saying this, critics and all. He got to just throw it away. Throw it away, or you got to check it down to somebody, your tight end, your running back. You got to do that, man. That's the only way. You can't put us out of field goal range or out of position where it can affect the turnover. I mean, affect the field position. I mean, that's one of the things we have to work on with Sam. Sam overall, man, I'm telling you, he's the best quarterback that came to North Carolina, period. There's no debating. Sam going to go down as one of the best quarterbacks that ever came through the Chapel Hill campus, man. And that's just facts. That's facts. That's not an opinion. That's not alternative news. That's facts. That's extreme facts. Dyami Brown, Coffrey Brown, Chaffrey Brown, whatever. Sorry, I didn't name these people. But the Brown brothers, awesome day. Dyami, another one. Dyami, Javonte, Michael Carter, Daz, they're gone. They're going to the draft. They're not coming back. So this is the year where we need, the expectations is so high because we're gonna have a drop off next year. And the one thing I'm really surprised about, I mean, we got the best 2 running backs in the country, but we really don't know how our running backs for next year going to be. We got Elijah Green, we got DJ Jones, and then we got Henderson and British Brooks. We don't know how these guys are going to be, so there's going to be a drop off in the running game next year, period. But that's for another video for another day. I watched Elijah Green. I'm here from Atlanta. I watched Elijah Green before. He played in the school out here in Atlanta, and he's pretty good. But I'm telling you, he's no Javonte Williams, and he's no Michael Carter. Not yet. Do I see the potential? Yes. I've seen some DJ Jones clips. I'm not in North Carolina, but a lot of people from the state of North Carolina that I know and the family I know said DJ Jones is awesome. So, I mean, we can go off potential, but we don't know what they can do in the collegiate level and when the bullets is flying. But as I said, that's another video for another day. Pretty much, man, the running game, we didn't even get 100 yards. Our offensive linemen, they held their own, but there was still some breakdowns. There was a lot of breakdowns for what I seen last night until what I seen today. A lot of breakdowns within the offensive line. Jordan Tucker was out, so that played a big role. We just had some breakdowns here and there within the offensive line. We just couldn't really get into the second level. They did a lot of twist stunts, and with the linebackers going around, it was a lot of stuff that was going on that we got to fix. I'm just going to put it out there, and I'm just being honest. Stacey Searles going to have to tighten up because 2 coaches that I really feel that's going to be on the hot seat going into next year, and they're going to get an excuse because of COVID. But 2 coaches that's going to be on the hot seat going into next year, if their unit don't step up, that is Stacey Searles for the offensive line and T. Cross. T. Cross and Stacey Searles are going to be on the hot seat because the offensive line has to improve. If the offensive line is not better, the offensive line really should be the most improved, probably that should be the number 1 in the ACC next year because all those guys coming back again. So they should be the most improved, probably one of the best ACC offensive lines next year. So Stacey Searles going to have to step up. Tim Cross, I'm just being honest with you. He really going to be in a hot seat because since he came on campus in North Carolina, he has not developed a true pass rushing, dominant defensive lineman since he been here. It has been atrocious. Now, I know people will say, well, he haven't got the guys in yet, this and that and the third, but look, Clyde Pender's here. Miles Murphy's here. You got to develop these guys. Oh, we didn't have a spring. We didn't have, coronavirus, this and all the pandemic. Look, you got to develop. Tamari Fox is really not a true defensive tackle. Reva Hassett, he is what he is. He's good, but he's not great. He's good, but he's not great. Let's just tell it like it is. I mean, Desmond Evans, it's not got developed yet. I mean, the length he got is still. Then we got to go on to Tamon Fox and Tyron Hopper. I mean, these guys are running upfield. They're not getting containment. They're not getting sacks. What are we developing? We can get all the 4 and 5 stars we want, but we cannot develop these guys to play within the system, get to the quarterback, have gap integrity and lane lane integrity, especially with a running quarterback. North Carolina has been battle tested, battling with these running quarterbacks. And we haven't even faced a real running quarterback, and that's in Miami. I'm going to tell you right now what we're going to face defensively wise. We got Duke coming up. Duke is next week. Chase Bryce is not going to run the football. Okay? So that's going to be a game where you're going to say, okay, North Carolina came and dominated that game because he's not a runner. He's just not known for a runner. I know Chase Bryce. Chase Bryce has played football here in Atlanta, Georgia, in the metro Atlanta, Georgia. He's not a runner. He's a thrower. Excuse me. He's a thrower. He's not going to run the ball. He's a turnover machine at that. Now you got to go to Wake Forest come to North Carolina, come to Chapel Hill, come to Keenan Memorial Stadium. Sam Hartman can run. Now, he's not a runner. He's not a Lamar Jackson, but he can run. He might be more, if not more athletic than Brennan Armstrong from Virginia. Now, Brennan Armstrong from Virginia would take the hits. He wouldn't mind throwing his shoulder getting it. But Sam Hartman can run too. Then you turn back around, we get a bye. Then we got Notre Dame who going to automatic scheme up. We're going to run it down North Carolina throat. We're going to set heavy strong, and we're going to set up 2 tight ends, and we're just going to run at North Carolina. And Ian Book is not going to run as much, but he is a little mobile. He's not really mobile. Probably the least mobile of all of them. But he can move a little. And then the worst of the worst who can come out here and really kill us is Miami with De'Aaron King. And God knows, it's giving me nightmares just thinking about it. So we have to have lane integrity. We have to have lane discipline. I mean, defensive line is atrocious. I mean, we just got to tell the truth. I'm not talking bad about these kids. I'm not here to criticize. Well, I'm going to criticize you because this is life. These kids are 18 and up. These kids got to have a little criticism, but I'm not going to blame all on the kids, man. Some of these are these coaches, man. They're not teaching fundamental sound football with these kids, man. And if they are, then you got to have the guts to say, hey, we're going to pull you out. We're going to sit you down. I'd rather lose and have somebody do the right thing and may not be as athletic or as good as you than you do the wrong thing and do what you want to do, and I'm still having the same results. I'd rather have somebody out there who's going to do what I tell them to do and how it's supposed to be done than for you to go out there and do it the way you want to do, and I'm still getting the same results. Period. Chad Surratt, Jeremiah Gemmel, I mean, they got to play better. Chaz, I mean, I don't know where Chaz had been at these past couple games. As I said in my video before, man, Chaz really right now, man, the way he's playing right now, I mean, I think PFF graded him as a 35. I mean, right now, and shout out to Inside Carolina, man. If you haven't watched Inside Carolina, man, they'll give you all the stats. The stats and statistics and, the PFF grading and all that. Shout out to Inside Carolina, man. Jason Staples, Tommy Ashley, all those guys, man. Taylor Vip, his podcast, man. I'm telling you, man, they're gonna tell you. I mean, those guys gonna really give it to you, uncut and uncensored, man. And I learned a lot from these guys, man. But I can see for myself too, for myself as well. And I'm just being honest, man. We got to get better. We got to get better. Cam Kelly, he can't tackle. I feel like we're gonna have to make some adjustments in the back end because we're just not good. But I'm gonna let this video go. That's my reviews on the game. We got to get better, but this is what the defense is. Offensively, we good. Offensively, we're powerful. But defensively, man, this is what we are. I'm gonna have a hype and hate video for Duke coming up. I'll probably give you a Duke preview in a couple days, man. But y'all have a good night, man. This is Chatway. Peace.